Hi everyone, it's Emery Pace Archer here to give you your full moon report for the LIONSGATE full moon 2020. So welcome. If you're not already a part of our free Facebook healing astrology group, please look to http:/facebook.com/groups/star/swim and find us there. I have a new website going up very soon that will be posted at mysoulastrology.com. Anyway, glad to have you all, and let's get right into it and look at the chart for the full moon. So before we look at the Aquarius full moon for this month, I want to show you, just back up in time a little bit, to the full moon in Leo this year, February 9th, 2020. I have the chart here for Denver, Colorado. And I just want to point out some things. We've got activity, obviously, with Aquarius and Leo that is going to trade the sides of the coin. So we're going into it now from the flip side. But if you remember back to February, there was a lot happening about personal power and expression, about establishing structures that move forward so that we could be of value and create a legacy, to communicate the structures of our traumas and the things that have ripped away our power, and to be in our communicative ability in the outside of box way so that we could rebel and create some extremes, create some different dynamics. And our moon, our energy, our love, our expression was out in the world, and all of the planets on the bottom half of the screen, all of that was personal to us. So this is a really personal full moon in Leo, dealing with everything under the surface and just the moon and the North Node in Cancer out at the top of the chart. So I just want to show you that for a contrast. And we have the Scorpio rising, which is transformative healing, healing energy to go deep and excavate and not be afraid of whatever is deep inside. So let's look at the chart now, fast forward, and we have those things reversed. And I've got a chart here for the LIONSGATE full moon. So the LIONSGATE full moon has Virgo rising. You'll notice it's 27 degrees. I'm using the Porphyry house system. I do pay attention to numerology. And I don't know if you noticed, I didn't point it out in the last chart, but all different numbers going around as far as the horizon, the meridian, the main angles of the chart. If you'll look at this chart and notice, 27 is a huge theme. I find that fun, interesting. I actually, in numerology, am a 27. 2 plus 7 is 9, and 9 is a number for humanitarian, for service on a higher level. And I would explore and delve into all the astrology and all the numerology of 27 for this full moon. See if you have any planets or aspects creating 27s or 9s in your chart. If we look at this chart together, I'll just go ahead and put this on annotate mode so that I can draw a little bit. If you look over here, we've got Saturn at exactly 27 degrees. The rising is at 27 degrees. All of the house cusps, I think this is probably the first time I've ever even seen that happen, are at 27 degrees. We have up here at the top of our chart a split of 26 and 27, which is really, really interesting. I love that the North Node's at 28, a little bit ahead, and then Venus at 26, and right in the middle is the midheaven of Gemini. This tells me that part of what we're here to express is to get some information out to the world. So if any of you are experiencing that in a personal way, and it's especially information, if you look at the other air, including the full moon in Aquarius, it's in the 5th house of creativity. It's this expression of no holds barred, no repression, there's no box to put in. Some of our amazing queer astrology friends were talking a lot at the Queer Astrology Conference about how cognitive psychology has these little boxes so that our brain can sort of organize information, right? And that's really, really helpful when you're like learning new things, or when you're reading a map, or when you're doing things that can be ordinal and recognizing patterns. But it's not helpful with humans because we tend to also feel the need to put things, people, places into little boxes. And their comment was so cool because it was about how with astrology we can take away those little boxes and make astrological categories and patterns that don't necessarily apply to gender or sexuality or to race or to creed or ethnicity, but they apply to Mars and to Jupiter and Sagittarius. And those things feel so much more objective and outside of our body. That's one of the things that I find astrology is really helpful with couples or any type of relationship, because you can sort of say, well, oh my gosh, I have to deal with my fire moon, or what do we do with my water Venus? And it sort of takes you outside of your body. And even though you're having a really personal experience with your chart and with your partner, you get to experience it in a way that it's out here, and it's something that we can look at and describe and go deep in and create a language and symbology of together. And so I love that this astrologer was saying that. But back to the point of the moon in Aquarius, it doesn't fit into a box. It's not emotion as you would expect it. It's creative. It's a spark of energy. And having this moon be in the fifth house is really important for expression and creativity of all types. And when I say creativity, I don't just mean art and drama and dance and music. I mean things that come out of you, that are sparks, that are idea. We create our children. We create ideas. We create revolution. We create change. And I think especially having the 5th and 11th houses highlighted, it's how can we be expressively creative to go out into the world and express love in a way that we never have before, with information that is new about relationships and pairs and joining, with a communication style that is nurturing of our structures. And so we've had so much time with structures that need to be torn down, with the patriarchy, with political candidates and political people in power who have built up sort of a wall, or well, literally a wall, but have built up these structures, these institutional ideas, and it's time for those to come down. It's time for new structures that would enable metaphysics, that would enable healing. And Mercury in Cancer is perfect for that. If you join that with Uranus and Taurus in the 8th house, the house of deep transformation, planting the seeds to manifest our highest potential and possessing our own transformation with vigor and with certainty and with an unabashedness. We've got Mars and Chiron action in the 7th house in Aries, and I think the message there is the action that we take to heal significantly impacts our relationships. All fiery action significantly impacts our relationships. And of course we have the trio, the trio of the year, Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter in Capricorn. They're all retrograde at this moment. If you notice, Saturn is the one that is 27 degrees. So Saturn, 27 degrees, and then we've got Mercury at 27 degrees, and then we also have, I did the little box. And then again, the house cusps at 27 degrees. And then 2 + 7 is 9, and we have Chiron at 9 degrees. So it especially alert you to look at your communication, all types in and out, whether that is expressed through your body, through your art, through your healing, through your words, but especially how you're out in the world in a healing and communicative way. Your Saturn, your structure of creativity. How are you going to restructure your creativity from the inside out using that electric, out of the box, oblique moon that can't be described in any human terms, but that is lit with electricity? And then the healing of yourself in relationships, especially the things that you've internalized, that have created sort of a revolving cycle of pain within you. How are you going to lift out of that and take positive, fierce, warrior, peaceful warrior type action? And we've looked at the disseminating rising sign. Virgo is here to manifest healing in every way possible. And if you think about Chiron being the ruler of Virgo in a metaphysical sense, being at 9 degrees and Virgo is 27, how does my personal healing affect the whole world? And how does my personal healing affect my relationship? And when I go deep, how can I be in a perfect union? So we look at those 11 numbers. The sun is at 11 degrees and the moon, and 11 is the partnership where two people are equal. So I'm me and you're you, and we parallel this journey with spiritual healing. And then, of course, if you look at the minutes, the degrees are 11, but if you look at the minutes, it's 45, which also adds up to 9. Our partnership affecting all of humanity. I think this is a big Lionsgate for twin flames. It's a big Lionsgate for those who are integrating shadow and light and working healing. And let's all harness that together. So when you look at these degrees in your chart, look for the 27s, look for where Leo and Aquarius are placed, and look for where all of your fixed signs are. This is making a T-square to Taurus at 10 degrees Uranus. And if you have anything in Taurus close to 10-degree mark, you're going to really feel the pressure of this meeting to expel, to express, to cultivate this love that is outward, for the purpose of all humanity, not just to be seen or to put on a show or to get love in a superficial way. It's like to really act from the heart in a way that would redefine you and redefine the world and help other people look at things from a different perspective. And so with that, I'm going to say happy Lionsgate full moon. If you'd like extra clarity, I'm available for Lionsgate mini sessions just for this week only at a discounted price to our Swimming in Stars Astrology Tribe membership. That membership, of course, is free. You just have to join us on Facebook, join the conversation, join the healing, support each other in all types of healing modalities, including energy working. And so if you're an energy worker, come and join us and add astrology to your toolbox. Namaste, and I'm sending you lots of lion love and expression, and I'll see you soon.